At 95 years old, Clint Eastwood finally allowed the world to see a side of him few ever imagined. The man known for silence, steel, and control made a quiet confession that carried more weight than any line he ever delivered on screen. "She was the only one who could do that to me." Those words did not come from a movie script. They came from a lifetime of memory, regret, and unresolved emotion. Clint Eastwood was born Clinton Eastwood Jr. on May 31, 1930 in San Francisco, California. Growing up during the Great Depression, his childhood was shaped by instability and constant movement across California as his father worked wherever jobs were available. That early hardship built the discipline, independence, and emotional restraint that later defined both his real life and his on-screen persona. His rise began in the late 1950s with the television series Rawhide, where he played Rowdy Yates. The show gave him recognition, but true stardom arrived in the 1960s when he traveled to Italy to work with director Sergio Leone. The Dollars trilogy transformed Eastwood into the Man with No Name, a character that changed Western cinema forever by introducing moral ambiguity, silence, and raw realism. In the 1970s, Eastwood reinvented himself again with Dirty Harry, a role that made him the symbol of uncompromising justice during a time of rising crime and social unrest. But while audiences saw strength and control, behind the scenes, Eastwood was evolving into something far more complex. He began directing films that explored guilt, violence, and redemption, including Unforgiven, Mystic River, and $1 Million Baby. These films earned him multiple Academy Awards and secured his place as one of the most respected filmmakers in history. Outside of cinema, Eastwood lived an unusually full life. He served as mayor of Carmel by the Sea, became a respected jazz musician, raised a large family, and continued working well into his 90s. Yet despite professional success and countless relationships, one woman left a mark deeper than all the rest. That woman was Sandra Locke. They met in 1975 while working on The Outlaw Jose Wales, and from the beginning, something changed in Eastwood. Locke was not intimidated by his fame or his legend. She challenged him emotionally and creatively. They lived together for over a decade, made several films, and shared a bond that went far beyond romance. Their relationship was intense, passionate, and ultimately destructive. Eastwood continued other relationships in secret, and when Locke discovered the truth, the breakup became bitter and public. Lawsuits followed, silence replaced affection, and the connection that once fueled his creativity collapsed completely. Years later, Eastwood admitted that losing her broke something inside him. When he said he could not walk after the breakup, he was not speaking physically, he meant emotionally. For a man who had survived war, fame, and decades of pressure, this loss stopped him completely. Now, at 95, surrounded by awards and legacy, Clint Eastwood still carries that memory. Not the scandal, not the lawsuits, but the quiet moments between takes, the looks, the conversations, the feeling of being truly seen. In the end, his greatest wound was not fame or failure, but love. If stories like this help you see Hollywood legends as real human beings, then subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin, press the bell icon, and stay with us for more untold stories behind the spotlight.